What advice would you give for a guy entering his 20s? What advice would you give for a guy entering his 20s? What a powerful, beautiful place for you to be right now and asking that question. You are already miles ahead of where I was when I was 20. Miles. I was not asking that question. I was asking, who am I going to try and take home next weekend? I was still looking for my masculinity in sex, drugs, alcohol, partying, material gain. And nothing I ever gained was ever what I needed. It was never enough to fill that void. Didn't matter. I was driving that brand new Jeep, bought my first house, all the rest of that. It wasn't, and I ended up in highly addicted, highly depressive, highly anxious, highly destructive patterns by the time I was 25. So the fact you're even asking that question, first of all, I want you to understand the power that you have already stepped into with that. And give yourself some grace and give yourself some love for you to be even asking that question. That's the first thing that I want to say to you. The second thing that I want to say is direction. Direction, direction, direction. Because it is for a lack of direction that you will end up lost. It is for a lack of direction that you will end up lost. You need to know what mountain that you are climbing, or else you'll just wander around in the woods looking for people who you come across on the trail being like, oh, where are you going? And you'll follow them around. Oh, let's travel together. And you'll travel with this person for a little bit. And then you'll leave them or they'll leave you and you're just further into the woods and more lost and still don't know where you're going. And you're going to be very clingy onto every single person that you come across. Oh, maybe they can give me direction. Maybe they can give me direction. Maybe they can give me direction. But really, you need to give you direction. You need to choose who you want to become. And so what you need to do right now is you need to write your own eulogy. You need to write a page about what you want people to say about you when your time comes. When your body leaves this earth, what will be remembered? Because that is going to give you a much deeper purpose and a much deeper direction than all the things that won't matter. Nobody is going to say, like, when you die, nobody's going to be like, oh yeah, that was the guy with the 6-pack. Oh yeah, that was the guy that popped bottles every weekend. Oh yeah, that was the guy that, had sex with 25 women. Yeah. Nobody's going to say that shit. So that's why it doesn't actually matter. And that's why it doesn't actually fulfill your life. And that's why it's never enough. There is a reason why those things will never be enough, and you need more and more and more and more. And the beast grows and the void grows, and you still are thirsty and desperate and hungry. There's a reason. So once you have that page, once you understand where it is you want to go, that's going to give you a better idea of your next steps to take. And after that, you need role models. You need role models that you'd be hard pressed to find anybody who's made anything of themselves. For example, professional sports. Not one person playing a professional sport did not have somebody that they looked up to. Did not have somebody that was in the game, that was playing in the show, that they were like, yeah, that's who I want to be like. And they emulated their game to be like that person. Kobe and Michael Jordan. None of these people would become who they are if they did not have role models. If Kobe looked around at all of his peers in high school and was like, yeah, this is who I want to be like. This is who I want to be like. This is who I want to play like. This is who I want to practice like. He would have never made anything of himself. And that's what too many people do. You're looking at your peers. You're looking at your peers for your direction. And that is going to end up failing you. You're going to go nowhere. And if that's what you want to do, okay, fine. But you got to understand what it is that you want to do. The fact you're asking this question right here says to me that you want more from life than normal. But if you want to just play for fun, if you want to play intramural, if you want to just play for fun with your buddies, that's cool. People can do whatever they want. You can play in the shallow end of the pool where it's fun. You can splash. Everybody's there. Everybody's there. There's a lot of people that are playing at that level. There's a lot of people that go up to a hike and take pictures at the bottom of the mountain. There's a very few people who actually climb it. There's very few people who venture into the deep end of the pool. There's very few people that make it to the NBA. And the further you climb, the further out you swim, the fewer people there will be out there. So it can get real lonely. So that's why you need to look at the role models and the people who are going in that direction. Because you're going to need some company. Which brings us to the third thing you're going to need. Community. You're going to need some friends. You're going to need somebody who's got your back. Somebody to reload. To keep firing on the enemy while you're reloading. Somebody who's got your back. Somebody who can pick you up when you fall down. Because it's not a one-man journey. Life is not a one-man journey. There's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. You might be able to get a lot of instant gratification style of things done by yourself because you don't have to be concerned with another person. But if you want to go far, if you want to go the distance, have a team. There's nobody who's made anything of themselves that also doesn't have a team. Hard pressed to find that. And you got to choose your team wisely. You have to choose who you want in your corner. Because that will make or break the game. So I hope you're listening right now. Direction, role models, and community. Those things right there are going to make or break that journey towards the top of the mountain. Hope that helps.